What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Sorry and apologize that I'm dropping so late. Rennie, our 3-year-old, had pretty much surgery on her mouth today. And it was early in the morning. We didn't get much sleep last night. And we fell asleep, took a 3 or 4 hour nap, and I overslept. I never do this. But it's okay, because we back. You know, we back. Got to see what's going down. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. So if I sound a little tired, look a little tired, I apologize. Let's see what Jess got to say
voters
today.
dislike about Joe Biden and solved only the age problem. Does that get you to where you want to be in November?
So I'll address the joyfulness first, because it's permeating all of us. And I saw this tweet that I think really summed up what was going on. It's a staffer on the Biden-Harris campaign who said the last 3 weeks felt like a funeral, and now I'm at an open bar wedding. Mm-hmm. And that's how it's going to be for the next 104 days. And that doesn't mean that we're divorced from reality, that the cards aren't stacked against her, that Trump doesn't have an advantage. She was polling behind Joe Biden in the matchups, and most of them on a national scale and in key swing states. And obviously, they're going to have to be very smart about who you pick as VP to try to pick up the state that they're from. But if we're going to lose, we want to go down swinging from that coconut.
She is so in denial, y'all. That is sad. We want to go down swinging. Just take a L. Y'all know, come on, y'all.
Tree or whatever. We are unburdened. We are here living in the context of where we are, what the passage of time. Inject all of it into my veins at this moment. I am on the bus, and I plan to be there for the next 3.5 months. And I think that when you talk about the coup, I should have used my quotes, the coup of all of this, the fact of the matter is that no rules were violated from this. The DNC rules are the same that they were 2 weeks ago as they are today that allowed this. And these delegates pledged to support Joe Biden, who then told Joe Biden what he wanted. And what he wanted was for them to support Kamala Harris. I know a lot of people, I know Harold, for instance, was in support of a mini primary of some kinds, and everyone was trying to game out, you could have battleground town halls, for instance, let delegates vote. We have no time. And we also have a record of the Biden-Harris administration that a lot of people are really proud of. And she is the heir to that record. And the Trump team, they will try to run against that. But she's come armed, not with a knife, but with the kind of guns that she needs to talk about what's gone on with the economy, to talk about what they've done in terms of producing more oil than ever in history, what they're doing to expand Medicaid, capping insulin $35, et cetera.
How about fixing what they messed up? Let's start there. I'm tired of when it comes to Jessica talking nonsense on this show. I get sick of it. I'm telling y'all, I get sick of it because it's what are you talking about? She's going to do this, and we're going to have this happen, and we're going to... Man, come on, cut it out. Cut it out. Be for real. Honestly, be for real. It's stuff that they need... If she want to... And this is... We know the outcome of what's going to happen. But even if... Make it sound a little bit better, Jessica. At least say, oh, yeah, well, we need to fix this, and this needs to be fixed because... Start with that. You talking about...
Ever in history, what they're doing to expand Medicaid, capping insulin $35, et cetera. And you're seeing the public react. It's not just Democrats, it's swing voters as well. I mean, $100 million in donations, 1.1 million unique donors, 62% are first-time donors. A lot of the big donors, except for one, I think, notably, but are back in. Reed Hastings just gave $7 million. He was one of the first ones to call on Biden to drop out. Should also say that Trump's path to winning was running through getting many more Gen Z voters and many more black voters. The CBS numbers of Gen Z 62 to 37, Kamala advantage, and there were organizing calls for black women and black men. Over 40,000 people were on each of those calls.
Got it.
We're alive.
Okay, so Katie, they have been almost today they're rebranding Kamala as a lifestyle brand.
Oh, again.
Right. So there's all that. We have a lot more. I mean, we have a lot more to come on the show about all of this, but it's almost as if the Democrats are on this really long flight, and when the meal finally comes, you don't care what it is. You're like this is great, and I'm going to eat all of this and be happy about it.
Exactly. Look at Jessica's face. That's exactly what it is. A pile of poo. They don't care. Oh, okay, we good. We good. Let's eat this. As long as we heat it up. We are.
Like this is great, and I'm going to eat all of this and be happy about it.
Well, Kamala Harris can't come to this fight with any knives because they used all of those to stab Joe Biden in the back and get him out of the race. And he wanted to continue on to the DNC, but
Almost spit out my water. What you got to say about that, Jessica?
About it.
well, Kamala Harris can't come to this fight with any knives because they used all of those to stab Joe Biden in the back and get him out of the race. And he wanted to continue on to the DNC, but talk was that they were going to change the rules to try and get him off of the ticket and ticket delegates to change their opinions. So that wasn't necessarily a voluntary action by the president. While Kamala Harris was giving her first big speech today, Donald Trump was holding a press call with reporters, and he was going directly after her record on the border. And he specifically said she has been part of a willful demolition of our nation's border and laws. So they're trying to rebrand, and they're doing it successfully with the help of the media, at least in the short term, her as a lifestyle brand or a good personality that people can get behind. The Trump campaign is still very focused on her record as a senator, her record with Joe Biden as his vice president. And that's what they're going to continue to focus on if Donald Trump can be disciplined as he was in the aftermath of the debate. Finally, I would just say that the RNC basically forced them into this position not to have a mini primary because the Republicans were so united after the week in Milwaukee.
There's no time. Yeah.
There's no time. They don't want to go into their convention not united, especially when there's just a couple of months till the election. There are some pros to Kamala Harris. She's been successful on abortion, getting people out to vote. She's also been very successful of using taxpayer money to register people to vote in a nonpartisan way. So there are some things I'll have to look out for, but the rebrand, they're going to keep focusing on the record.
The media I was getting some strong thrill up their leg Obama vibes today from the media.
And yesterday, I would say a couple of things are going on. Number one, I remember her first day last time. She had a great speech to open up, and I think President Trump, who was president at the time, commented, he goes, it was pretty strong. She could be formidable. And then she started giving interviews, and she was all over the place when it comes to issues. Where do you stand on fracking? I think I'm against it. Would you spend $10 trillion on a new Green Deal? Sounds good to me. How does that work? Where would the money come from? And it turns out the same thing followed her right into...
Man, listen, people think that Kamala is fit. Even like my own family. Like I see my mom be posting like different posts, and she'd say something like, "Oh yeah, this is for the women, the black women. We have a black." I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, she just starts saying this because she said that she was a different race or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, but she just starts saying that she was black. I'm This is stuff that I've seen, it's the comments that I've seen, videos that I've seen, that she just now saying that. So like, and obviously I'm not, a person that, obviously, wants to throw color into things, but that's all she has, that she can put. What has she done? What has he done with the Biden administration? Anything like that? What has she done? I don't get it. And I don't know what regardless to whatever, I can sit here and talk all day to y'all about this whole situation with Kamala. All I know is come November, we know the outcome of that, and we know who we need because Kamala isn't that person. I don't care what nobody say. Just like they said, that's somebody that they got, and that's who they got, and that's what it is because she's definitely not fit. The videos, the stuff that I've seen that Kamala's about, the way that she talks, the way that she moves, the little evil eyes she got, everything, it's not fit.
To the Naval Observatory because her staff was quitting, saying she refuses to read background information, refuses to bone up on policy. But the one thing she's younger, she'll be crisp on the teleprompter. Those are two things that are pretty strong. I thought it was Tony Fabricio, who is Donald Trump's personal pollster, came out and said, look, she could get momentum and surge past Trump temporarily in the polls. But the thing that's weighing on her is the same thing that's hurting Joe Biden. What President Trump has not budged from, their policies are bad. It caused inflation in Afghanistan, the border, and also Kamala, we see the Vice President of the United States walking down the steps after coming back from Milwaukee.
Go down those stairs.
Already she's ahead of the boss.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say on this is her problem will be, her challenge will be when she sits down for an interview. When she sits down for an interview with people asking her real questions about where she stands and what has she done and what has she not done and what does she believe, That's the problem.
Where she's been.
Exactly.
Like not Europe,
Yeah.
border.
What I would love, if you have a chance to Google this, if we didn't show it to you, but Chuck Schumer announced he was endorsing her, and he was basically like begging people to clap. So we'll see.
And they said the same about Taylor Swift or Beyonce or anything. Like, what makes, like, just because, and that goes to just show you of how people can be in America to where they follow an artist or follow without doing their own research. And it's important for that. Like, you're a grown person, a grown adult. You need to be paying attention to those things. Like, I don't care however you slice it. You need to definitely pay attention to those things, and not follow all a artist, a singer. Yeah, come on, y'all. Be for real. You know what I mean? But y'all see it, just like you said. It's gonna bite down hard once she gets interviewed and those questions being asked. But you already know, it's stuff that that didn't happen, that isn't fixed, and Trump obviously gonna swoop in and get some stuff. It's definitely gonna get worse before it get better. They always say that things having to switch around and all of that, but things definitely need to be changed around, and just going through some stuff right now. But I'm telling y'all right now, Harris ain't it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. Catch y'all next one.